Here we have spirit of infirmity. Allergies, arthritis, asthma, cancer, diabetes, female reproductive problems, fungus, heart disease, high blood pressure, sinus issues, strokes, viruses, or being weaker people. Something you need to understand about this. It comes about because you believe it's okay to have it. So there are lies connected to the principality of infirmity. The majority of these things can't come onto you until it's suggested to you and you agree. So I used to have allergies badly. Used to have to take Claritin. Used to have to take all these different medications just so I could breathe. Didn't realize that the majority of the reason why it was even there is because I agreed to it. I I was allergic to tree nuts, have a sensitivity to soy, have a allergen to seafood. I couldn't have seafood without having diarrhea or puking. I can now eat seafood no problem. Not because I just decided I don't believe in it. It's because I agreed I was guilty of serving a lie. I agreed I was guilty of serving infirmity. I agreed I was guilty of making covenants, contracts, and agreements with infirmity and death that it was allowed to have rule over my life. Goes along with arthritis. Now, because of the instruction of individuals like Jacqueline Hanselman and Natasha Grbich, I've it's been shown to me accurately that arthritis comes about because of our forefathers doing blood magic sacrifices. Now, just a couple of videos ago, I was telling you about dark magic. This arthritis comes about because of blood magic. Someone in your family line was not just in the occult, they also practiced the dark arts of black magic with blood magic. And they used you, the future generation, as the currency. You want to know why you have arthritis? It's because you were used as currency. So you get arthritis because you believe it's okay to have it. But it's also because of the blood magic. So you want to go through this prayer that's coming up and recognize that it came about because of the hexes, vexes, and incantations that were spoken over the bloodline. The unique thing about this particular prayer that's coming up is you're going to be agreeing with me in prayer about every hex, vex, and incantation that was spoken over you, and asking God to cancel and send back to sender. Oh, yeah. I'm expecting to hear people are going to be radically healed of a bunch of things, such as asthma. Asthma, again, a result of a dark magic called Druidism. Druidism is responsible for future generations having allergy or asthma? Druidism believed it was necessary to combine the sap and the plant juice of the sap of plants or trees with humans, the blood of animals and humans, and make a blend that was so um, strong that the human could be mingled with the plant and the trees and the animals. That's Druidism. As a result, future generations were used as currency, and the future generations have asthma. Cancer. Cancer comes about as a corruption of the genome, the human DNA. The human DNA gets corrupted because. You ready? You ready for it? The human genome gets corrupted because of unforgiveness. This thing of cancer, it comes about because of unforgiveness. It's got to do with the um, amygdala. If you see this video and you're like, I gotta ask Norm, what is he talking about, the amygdala? Ask me. I don't want to spend too much time here, but ask me sometime in a live stream. What is it about the amygdala that causes cancer? I will tell you. Diabetes. Similar to arthritis, diabetes has to do with the mixing of animal blood and human blood and drinking it as part of a ritual. Yeah. Our forefathers did some really ugly things. It's wild to think about what they've done. Female reproductive problems. Okay, now we're getting into something super sensitive. This female reproductive problems comes about because of spirit spouse. At point at which you thought it couldn't get any wilder in this thing of infirmity. No. Female reproductive problems come about because of spirit spouses. It also comes about when our forefathers and foremothers, our previous generations decided it was okay to have sex while the woman was on her period. You've heard you may have heard of Red Wings, having your Red Wings. So every place that there has been human interaction with either the genitals or the mouth during the time of a woman's period, it causes for the future generations issues having issues being able to reproduce, issues being able to have children. This is not this is not a very kind reality. It's very, very gross in reality. Fungus. My dad had it. He had corns on his feet. There's also the fungus, the internal fungus, like the type of fungus that eats away at your toes because of being a diabetic. If you're believing it's okay to have it, you're believing the lie of infirmity. But it came about because of rituals. Mixing fungus comes about because of bestiality. Yeah, crazy stuff here. Okay to have heart disease. Again, similar to diabetic, etc. Mixing the blood of animals and humans and drinking it. That's where heart disease comes from. Could also be coming from all the things the scientists say, but in reality comes from mixing the blood types of animal and human and drinking it. Similar. Very similar. Sinus issues comes from Druidism. Again, with the italics, if it's something with italics, it's a lie in there. The lie is believing it's okay to have. That's the lie. If you believe it is that the sinus issues are permissible to be there, you're telling God that as the healer of your body, he is forbidden to touch you. Strokes. Blood sacrifices. If you're believing it's okay to have it, you're against God. Because it's a lie. Okay to have viruses. This one was big time news. The government told you there was a virus. They described the symptoms. If you believed you had it, your body began to manifest it. Boom. This was the widest application of the spirit of infirmity that I've ever seen happen across an entire world. Hilariously for me, it was hilarious to me that all the countries that did not have access to the TV or internet did not get sick. They had access to other people that did have access to the TV or internet, but the ones who did not have access to the TV or internet, they did not get sick. Wrongly believing it is okay to be weak or feeble. If you're believing it's okay to be weak or feeble, you're believing that God hates you and or that God loves you but he's not allowed to touch you. You're believing a lie. Liars do not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Not quite sure why you would believe it's okay to do that. It won't help you in the long run. See you in the next one.